Thank you for inviting me to speak on orgasmic leadership, profiting from the coming surge in women's sexual health and wellness. Over 10 years ago, my business partner and I entered into a new space. We had been doing strategy consulting, and we decided to become vagipreneurs, people in the business of sexual and reproductive health. Our first job was raising money. We had 13 meetings planned over 2 days in Silicon Valley. And for those of you who haven't been there, the original Sand Hill Road, where a lot of the original venture funds were, are really just nondescript buildings, one next to the other. You feel like they use the same office furniture. It's almost as if the person who's sitting at the front desk is moving from place to place. They all speak to you as if they have separate and very distinct investment theses, but as the entrepreneur, it starts to blur. So we had 13 meetings and we wanted to raise a lot of money. We go into meeting one and we discover that we have a couple of challenges right off the bat. These investors considered us first-time entrepreneurs because despite the fact that we had run a successful consulting business for decades, we were first-time CEOs according to them. We were women, and we all know the statistics about the likelihood that women are going to raise money. And the third was we were there to talk about vaginas. So let me jump in. We walk into meeting one, and the first question we get, total layup, totally predictable, was how is this product different than Viagra? And the product that we had improved arousal, desire, and satisfaction for women of all ages and life stages. So we describe what the product does, and we say, you know, female sexual response is much more complex. It's multifactorial with all these systems. Men's sexual response is more like a hydraulic pump. We're going into the science. And when you're in a meeting, your only objective is to get someone excited enough to invite you to the next meeting. So you think the worst thing that could happen is they're quiet. Turns out the worst thing that could happen is if they're quiet and they're laughing. So we hear people, you know, elbowing, remember that girl I went out with, or, you know, the girl I took to the senior prom, literally talking about their historical sexual exploits in a business meeting. So we said, okay, no money here. Meeting two. We walk into the next meeting, and the first question we get is, what does the product do for his satisfaction? And the study had been done on heterosexual couples in long-term relationships, and it was focused on her satisfaction, her level of arousal, her feelings of arousal, same with desire and satisfaction. So we said the study was focused on her satisfaction. Anecdotally, what we believe is that his satisfaction increased because he felt like a more generous partner, or his partner was having more fun, so he felt better, and continued to add, you know, it doesn't penetrate the stratum corneum of the penis the way it does the vaginal tissue. Again, giggling, laughing, and I felt like I was in a 7th grade locker room, but then I said that was kind of insulting to 7th graders. So we now have 11 meetings left. And, you know, I had this vision of Ed McMahon coming out with this huge cardboard check with tons of zeros on it. So whether it was dumb luck or divine intervention, I happened to open my wallet and I had a $100 bill, which is totally shocking. I do everything on credit cards because I'm compulsive and I like to track things. I had a $100 bill. It gives Mary and me an idea. We huddle and then we say, we got to shake this up. At the rate we're going, we're not going to leave here with $1. Let's see what we can do. And if this doesn't work, we still have 10 more meetings. So we have our plan. I have my $100 bill and I walk into the third investor group, have the $100 bill, smack it on the table. And I say, if someone asks us a question about this space of sexual and reproductive health or this product or the category that we can't answer, this $100 is yours. If someone makes a sexual joke that we haven't heard already, this $100 is yours. And if someone makes a sexual innuendo or double entendre that makes us blush, this $100 is yours. And then I paused and I said, she likes it more. She wants to have it more. Now let's talk about the business model. And in that moment was when I became an orgasmic leader. I don't think I had the name for it at the time, but what we communicated with that approach with the $100 bill is we were serious people here to talk about serious business. We weren't embarrassable. There's nothing that we wouldn't be able to talk about. We're here. We want to make you a lot of money. Bring it on. And it changed the entire energy in the room and every pitch and every presentation we did going forward. We owned the conversation, we changed the dynamic, we changed the energy, and ultimately raised tens of millions of dollars of venture capital.